Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Jano, ours. Welcome in, guys. Uh, I'm gonna just. It's gonna be like kind of a stream till like noon my time, and then I've got to do more summer cleaning. Um, but I'm just trudging through Death Stranding 2 at a leisurely pace, and there's a couple of things that we can talk about as we get going here. There's been a couple of really an- annoying headlines that have popped out um regarding Final Fantasy discourse. Skittles. It's one. Hi, I miss you and I love you. Welcome in. Two, it's been real hit or miss with the heat thing. So like uh we've had a couple of hundreds, but today it's like in the 60s and it's cloudy outside. Um there's like a small craft advisory for how little visibility there is. Um and it's going to be in the 60s. It's actually 55 right now. So John Q Gamer, you were just cleaning yesterday evening too? Yeah, the it's 102 in your warehouse, brother. Warm warehouses are gnarly. Okay. Um so before I get into Death Stranding and lose some of you, we will talk about there's one during an investor meeting, and it was a shareholders meeting for Square Enix, and I'm not even going to link the article cuz it's dubious, but and I this has been on my radar that this happened, but even before something was published about it, and I was like, oh man, as soon as I heard it happen, I was like, this is gonna get turned into a thing that's not fucking useful. And like Genki reports a translation that said at the Square Enix shareholders meeting, one investor said they would like the new Dragon Quest Final Fantasy games to be turn-based and highlighted Expedition 33's success and as an example. One, it wasn't an actual investor. It's just somebody that was with an investor. Um, Two, Square Enix then responded that they are aware of Expedition 33 and believe that command-based RPGs are the origin of Square Enix. They value the genre of command-based RPGs and plan to continue delivering such games in the future. Now, a couple things that you'll see in the comments is that you know uh you'll see like, yeah, definitely, if Final Fantasy remake had been turn based, blah blah blah, it would be successful, blah blah blah. First of all, it is successful. Remake and rebirth are successful. They're successful enough. um uh Rebirth was undermarketed. That's a well-known issue. um but it's still doing pretty good now, and I want to throw something hypothetical out there about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth sales. They haven't been posted ever. Now let's think about why that is. Is it because they underperformed, or is it because with little marketing it's performed better than say a mainline title that they put tons of money into? You know, neither of those things look great. Um, the re-trilogy also has more legs, overall. So I don't really care about re-trilogy. It's its own thing. And the other thing that people have said is that uh, people have stated in the comments, well, Square Enix still puts out more turn-based games than any other company. This is true as well. Um, I don't think this is necessarily a valid response to this comment, though. So what is my stance on turn-based? Turn-based is fine. Okay, you can make good turn-based games. But and I do see like, you know, Final Fantasy getting some, hot creator that's got some turn-based sauce, pitching them and them going, yeah, and that sounds great. But here's the thing. As soon as you're like, well, Expedition 33 was good, let's make a game that's like that. Then you're chasing trends, and we are not in the era. AI hasn't taken over yet, and I hope it never does, but it probably will. We're not in the era of being able to have an idea or chase a trend and be able to execute that within 5 years. Dev cycles are like, for AAA games or even AA games sometimes, are like 7 to 4 years minimum, right? So right now, turn base is kind of hot. In 4 years, will it be? Impossible to know. It's impossible to know. And so the best plan, how you catch lightning in a bottle, is you make lightning, right? You just do something, you're super confident about it, and then you uh, play test it and present something that's going to catch. You either create the trend or you are lucky enough to like recreate something that just happens to have a market hole, but you don't say, hey, here is a game that I like. Can you in 6 years make this game? Absolutely not. Even if it's something that's essential to the series, like turn-based games or command-based stuff. And then the other thing I'd like to say is that um, Remake and Rebirth have better combat systems than any game in the world. And nobody nobody is really complaining about that except for a few people who were really disappointed that Final Fantasy VII's Rebirth beat 16's Metacritic score. Those are the only critics of Remake and Rebirth's combat, like, in the world. So um that's just that's just not the issue with Final Fantasy's brand power. Um, and I've said this before. I think Final Fantasy is starting to figure itself out. Magic: The Gathering is one of the first really good things they did to uh, bolster their image. Like I said, I've been going to local card shops and talking about Final Fantasy with people in the wild for the first time. Because people were like, "Oh, I love Final Fantasy, and this is a great way," and they heard about it. Like, the marketing has been, uh, something consistent with, like, Wizards of the Coast has put more into this uh, than they've put into anything. They've done so much marketing, and it's got people interested. I've got people asking me because they see that I'm like, I don't I'm not saying I work for Square Enix. I don't. I'm just saying that people have this association with me because I'll show up and I'm wearing like a Final Fantasy fan, and they see that I've been to events and stuff like that. So people at local game shops figure out who I am, and they'll come up and they'll ask me things like, "Hey, what do you think? When's the 9 remake gonna come out?" and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know if it will. I don't know if that's a real thing. But the point is that it's like really bringing people to the brand. So it was a smart collaboration, and it seems like they're letting stuff cook too, um, and yeah, like Jose Soria on YouTube saying, I do think SEC is the writing on the wall with their FF brand, and they're going to implement Re-Trilogy battle system in the future games and implement on that. They have to be consistent. Um, I think as somebody that I wouldn't mind them doing that. I think the consistency issue is really not about like sticking to one combat system. Although if they did do that, it would be fine. I think it's just that like you got to make these quality games. You've got to really like you've got to have something that passes these tests and then you also have to market it well. Like somebody made a comment on one of my posts that was good. Like if combat were really important, The Witcher 3 wouldn't be one of the most selling games in the world, you know? Because The Witcher 3 combat is not well loved. It's not. It's a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's fine." That's the defense of Witcher 3's combat is it's fine. Not, "Oh, it's awesome." Yeah, Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. Do you know how many people say that? Witcher 3 is so awesome. But the combat is just it's not like the most it's kind of not what you're doing. Like you'll do the RPG elements, make cool builds, but in combat you're like, okay, that's over. We're done. But it's about like the RPG elements, you know? Um and and so there are things that can propel a game past its combat. There are other elements of gameplay, right? Um if I'm being totally honest, that was my feeling about Metaphor. I didn't care for the combat, for the turn-based combat. It was okay. I preferred Persona's combat a little bit, but Metaphor was a incredible game, and it was awesome in every other way. Story, meta, relationship building, all that stuff was so good. And exploration, environments, other gameplay elements were good enough to make it a good video game. Um, Expedition 33 is a great example of a good turn-based, you know, game for me. And it was kind of a lightning in a bottle thing. I think Expedition 33 has some of the most engaging early combat, and then it went out the window for me. I think they're patching it to make it better in Endgame. Endgame it became just like a more of an RPG thing, making broken builds with Blitz and upsetting developers. For those of you that don't follow me that don't know this, I was the first person to break 1,000,000,000 damage that was not a developer in Expedition 33. And then I was also the first person to beat the developer's record of 3.3 billion record of 3.3 billion damage. And unlike a developer, I did it on like the 4th turn. He did it on like the 10th turn. And then they patched the game so that I could never do that again. NSP said it best. Also, hi Ryan. Subtext in Twitch is saying that you had said it best. FF7R is the perfect version of action combat with a turn-based twist, and E33 is the perfect version of a turn-based combat with an action twist. Well said. Incredibly said. Super off topic, but any initial reaction to Mamdani winning the NYC mayoral primary? So stoked. So excited. So excited. Fuck Cuomo. I don't give a shit. Come at me. I love it. I love it. Yeah. My city. Subtext, yeah. Super stoked. But yeah, and feel free to throw off topic shit at me like that. So yeah, I think that Square Enix is starting to see some of the writing on the wall. I don't think the issue is turn-based still. I think it's just really sticking the landing with QC, committing to something really good, and making sure all the elements line up. And you can always overpower one bad element with really good other elements. Like I think I think a good example would be to compare Final Fantasy 15 and The Witcher 3. Okay? So, this is a wild comparison, okay? Uh SBS quick note, Cuomo is not a sex pest, he is just Italian. Thank you, Jose. Sorry. Okay. Um I I I think that's unfair to Italians, but there you go. But I get the joke and it's funny. But officially I don't think that of Italians, just so it's known at a public level. Witcher 3 and Final Fantasy 15. So, Witcher 3 is widely beloved, sold really well, had mid combat, but literally everything else overpowered the combat in terms of quality. Okay. Final Fantasy 15 sold very well, had a ton of incredible elements, but in addition to bad combat, it also had a disappointing story and a few other disappointing elements like a empty open world. So, this is one of those things where all of the quality of Final Fantasy 15 could not overpower its faults because it had just one too many faults to really make it its way into like critical legend discourse. And it was a good game. Final Fantasy 15 was a good game. It disappointed me heavily. Final Fantasy 16 also was a good game. It disappointed me heavily too. I'm going to be more hard on Final Fantasy games because my identity is tied to them. But I think on a critical discourse level, it's just enough to like kind of hurt the brand, you know. Um, and Turn-based is not going to automatically sell them 10 million copies in 6 months like people think. Of course not, because it's just not one thing, right? And also, I don't think combat had anything to do with why Final Fantasy 16 took 6 years to develop. You know, there's all these other things that come into play, like engines. And, you know, Square Enix and Final Fantasy has struggled with how to make engines work. Like, splitting up engines across things was maybe a mistake. Like, Capcom dialed in with the single engine. There's all sorts of little things that kind of come into play here. You know, like you want diversity in development styles, but then the market turns on you, and then you've got underpolished products as a result. Like this is so much more complex than just like these one or two things. Um, that make it simple. So my answer to that investor guy is that no, I'm not going to make a game. I'm not going to make a game that is like this other game that's popular now because I know my game is going to come out in 6 years when that shit doesn't matter anymore. When some game has burnt turn-based out of the conversation again, you know. Yeah, and also with Final Fantasy 15 there was the potential element. Had all that versus 13 sauce, went through development hell. Development hell is never good. It's never good, you know. FF16 has to be running on a modified 14 engine. I don't see how they would be running on a brand new engine. It is. You're correct, Jose Soria. That's a true statement. It's like a variant of Crystal Tools. Completely homebrewed. Most of the modders were actually surprised at how similar it was to 14's. They thought more had been reworked, but once they got their hands on it. So, then the other thing is that there's a fun little a fun little comment from Sakaguchi that's that is being turned into like kind of a clickbait title. It says uh Uematsu says Square collapsed after Hironobu Sakaguchi left the company. That's not quite what he says, but he says, to put it simply, he's the big boss, always has been and always will be. Maybe Sakaguchi isn't aware of this, but the situation at Square was awful after he quit. He left and the organization suddenly collapsed. I thought to myself, oh no, I should get away from here. That's very clearly uh, meant to be taken tongue in cheek and with a humorful tone. There's a hint of truth. Um, and it's true, actually, that there was a restructuring period after Sakaguchi left that was painful. You know, like Yoichi Wada did have some ideas that I think hurt the brand long term. They honestly needed to cut the fat and make a hard mode in 16, and it would have been an even better game. You button up the ending a little bit, make it a little bit more like part of the pacing issue I have with 16 is that there's so much exposition. They even give you like a lore button, and then so for the first two-thirds of the game, they're over explaining everything. They're presenting mysteries and then over explaining everything, and then you think that the mystery box is going to get answered in a similarly over explained way, but then they just like throw in a bunch of like subtext driven answers. If they had been vague from the start, that would have been better, or if they would have been explicit in the end, that would have been better. So story wise, there's that. And then the combat stuff, hard mode up front would have been a huge change. Really could have helped. Because I only in Final Fantasy mode do you get any kind of challenge, and that is like there's no rewards associated with it. There's no merit to doing it. So you're only just like it's like this self-flagellation stuff. Hi, Joshy Poo. And I don't. I'm not. That's not incentivized to me. Self-flagellation is not incentivized as a gameplay style for me. And I love Souls games, but like doing challenge runs of Souls isn't fun for me. I just like presenting presented problems and then solving said presented problems. That's more engaging to me. Um and then also you could have completely eliminated, like you could have just had a cutscene, 20-second cutscene doing everything that Midna did, uh, and eliminated every fetch quest, and then had the side quests just be like the ones that it put the plot forward. Like there are good side quests in Final Fantasy 16. They're presented in like the most MMORPG way that aren't fun, but like you have a wedding with Jill at one point. That goes kind of hard. You go on an island with Torgal and fucking cry your eyes out. Those are good side quests. More of that, less of like shit parts for Midna in the middle of the game, right after like fucking Sid dies. Like That shit was crazy bad pacing. Yeah. Yeah. The mid parts, yeah. And like I get it. It was kind of like a self-aware thing that Midna shows up mid-game and breaks the pace. That you're very funny with your self-awareness. Like I love your localization, Chris, but that's it, you know. That's it. We're done. Okay, I'm done talking about this. Um we're gonna do Death Stranding because I'm running out of time, and I know that's gonna make some of you. First of all, thank you everybody that's here. I love all of you. Second of all, we're gonna play some Death Stranding. I'm still in the very early parts of this stream. I just and I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna go through it bit by bit. So hopefully it works, and I don't have to. It probably won't. I'll probably have to unplug and replug in my shit again. But we're gonna try. Okay, sweet. It worked like the first time. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Next changes here. Yeah, what's a live stream without some technical glitches? Okay, so we're back. We're just back in like. Oh, I moved my camera on accident. I'm sorry. Let's put it back to my face. Oh, I unplugged it though, so that's cool. That's cool. It didn't need to be plugged in. I believe in you. I believe in you, camera. Sweet tall camera. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I knew that it was just a problem of me not believing in myself. This is totally normal. Okay. I think sometimes, life is just hard, sometimes. Figure yourself out. Figure yourself out. I could just stay frozen like this. I knew it was just, yeah. See, look. Okay, are we good now? Okay, and somehow that increased the stream frame rate. Oh, but then this is happening again. All right, man. It's fine, guys. I don't know. Is it the cable? Did the cable finally go out on this camera? This is okay. I don't even know. We're just gonna try. It's just gonna be okay here. I'm gently gonna move you. Oh my god. I'm gonna gently move you. Oh my fucking god. Oh, you know what though? I didn't even turn on my chocobo light. That's the problem. I didn't turn on my fucking chocobo light. Look at this shit. There we go. That's gonna fix everything. But I lost my FPS on I don't know why these things are related. So now there's a little stutter on my stream. It's noticeable to probably only me, but it bugs the shit out of me. But here's the interesting part. I wonder if the fact that the camera went out and the stutter came back means that this is undervolted. Do I need a bigger power supply? Or did my power supply also die when my motherboard died? These are all important questions. Anyways, I'm stranding into death. So let's see what happens. Let's go to the surface. It seems actually let's wash off first. Yes. Yes. This game runs really good on a base PS5 too. I tried it on my PS5 also. And it runs I can barely tell the difference. In quality I can't tell the difference. In performance I can. But Samuel.
Sunset will be occurring shortly.
Okay, let's...
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density
We're gonna have
is
to
higher
go
than
kill some
anticipated.
BTs.
This may be due to the gateway just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I
Oh,
can
that's
take care of the
interesting.
rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab.
Those dooms levels
We prepared
increasing.
some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. According to our initial survey, you can expect to encounter gazers in the field.
Gazers.
If you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunter will emerge from the tar and try to capture you.
Oh
If
shit.
they succeed in this, you come face to face with a massive BT known as a catcher.
Oh fuck.
Now, you don't want to ever let a catcher consume you. It'll trigger a void out, obliterating the surrounding area and everyone.
I don't want that to happen.
When the dust settles, there'll only be a giant crater. So make sure to escape the catcher before that happens. Or use the weapons at your disposal to eliminate it.
I kind of want to eliminate it, but we'll see.
We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived from the blood and bodily fluids of Doom sufferers, making them highly effective against BTs. You can practice using them in VR training. If you'd like to try them out, just access the delivery terminal to get started. Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Shoot them all you like. They won't die. Make sure you're well prepared.
Oh, I will be.
All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map. All right, Sam, you good to go? The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats. So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind. You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
Kind of rough topography. It looks like it can kind of come along this channel. And then there's some ladders, so let's... Yeah, I'll take all these.
Order accepted. Thank you. Please take measures to withstand the heat. I will always support you. Please take measures to withstand the heat.
Oh, it's raining? Oh, good.
Take care, Sam.
God damn, dude.
I don't know about that. Well, the way the skybox gets altered by light. Okay, we do go around the back. That's hard. All right. Potential quake. Fuck. Rocks and stuff fall off. Oh, there's just a path up. What? Why are people putting ladders up? Just look at that ladder. It's such a meaningless ladder. So if you don't know how Death Stranding works, there's a social element. So some other porter playing sand bridges on their version of the game put that there.
That all you got?
Build a timefall shelter. Did I bring a PCC? Oops. Oh well. Somebody has a PCC, I'm sure. Oh, I'm seeing strands. Yeah, sweet Cairo juice. So there's a lot of it.
Ambient chiral density has fallen, but remains above normal range.
Hey Peter, how's it going? Okay.
Ambient chiral density has fallen to within normal range. BT threat neutralized. Please deliver your cargo to the research lab.
We got a little. Can we build this? Oh yeah.
This one's for you.
Oh, you can hide in the post box now? That's awesome. Okay. Got some cargo. I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, no. That last cargo goes directly to where I'm going, so no. Okay. I don't know how well it translates, but this is the best looking game that's ever been made. It just is, so far anyways. God. Even at night. Am I about to get bodied? Oh, we got music. I love this.
Everything's done for a while.
God. This game is so cool.
I will be silent with you.
There's shooting stars.
We will be dancing like
This is so organically cinematic. It's wild.
every single night I was simply dancing every single night I was simply dancing every single night I was simply dancing
Don't worry, you got this.
Okay, I remember what I said about this. Reflection. Okay.
Come on, let's get this done.
It says the number of inhabitants now. That's cool.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
Can I
inside
follow your
facility
Twitter?
grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and...
Yeah. Oh, is some of this old? Oh, it's like a container repair spray. Oops.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this.
What?
Anyway, why don't you let me take a look at your orders?
Who the fuck is this? There hasn't been a recognizable prepper yet. Which is okay.
Now that's a delivery done right. I appreciate that you're always striving for perfection.
It's gonna be bald Jeff Keighley.
Oh, picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never
Oh, you
doubted
can
you'd
do
show.
better than that.
Reliable as ever. A man you can count on. We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Dog. Oh, okay. It's not bald Jeff Keighley. Firmware update, anti-BT effect. Okay, so we can use.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex. I used to
Yeah.
work at the weather station back in the UCA. I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down. Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose. Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment
Giant
just wasn't
BT
precise
fight,
enough
let's
to zero in.
go.
Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you.
Alright.
It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
That's okay, Peter. We got you. Oh wow. Get perspective during the shower. I can move the camera. That's good.
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. That's why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick.
I wonder what's going on with Deadman. He
Now,
looks
this
older,
was originally a
and he doesn't have
geophysics
his...
laboratory established for the
scar.
study of earthquakes.
Okay.
And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on
There he
gatequakes,
does.
tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our
Oh
own.
no.
The researchers here were
BT
trying to
Maga's
establish
built the
contact
wall.
with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude.
Oh shit, Chiral
So
Cloud.
they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself.
Oh shit.
What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now,
So
to their
connecting is
surprise, they
causing
caught
these
footage of
earthquakes.
some unusual marsupials. Yes, the kind you wouldn't
Australia.
expect to normally encounter in Central America.
So the gate takes you to
Like
Australia.
the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived.
Damn.
Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important.
Oh yeah.
Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside.
Oh shit.
We're prepping weapons for you now.
Come on.
Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
I like that. That. Man. He loves him some film. Okay. Let's use the sink first. See if any weird things happen. Because you suffer dooms, sometimes you get visions and stuff in PS1. And since you suffer more dooms, I'm assuming that's probably going to happen here too. You just have to do it a lot. Let's increase our stamina. Fucking Godzilla's out there. Okay. And before I... go outside, let me feed my cat. Who's yelling at me? Baby girl. Okay. But this giant BT. Okay. Dang it, man. Okay.
Anybody out there?
Okay. And we'll start with MP. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that's a terrifying BT. Oh, that's even scarier. Holy shit. Here we go. Press X. Nice, okay. Probably should have done it again. Okay. Alright. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh no. Okay. Grenades might be good. No on grenades. We're gonna switch back to weapons. Defeat. Where you at? You're almost done. Did I just get eaten? I beat you. Beat your ass. Are you back? Oh no, you're putting in crystals. Yeah, give me them crystals. All right. Okay, so we've kind of run the gamut of things that you do in the game. So I expect some big shit to start happening.
Displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Thanks, bro. cool to see this during the day after seeing it at night. Special American beer. All right.
A worn path is...
I appreciate you too, Alex Donaldson. Here, let's deliver shit first.
Hey, Sam. I've been waiting for you. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I gotta say, Sam, you're looking pretty beat.
I'm gonna.
You know you can borrow the private room whenever
Yeah,
you want,
dude.
right?
I'm
Don't
just
kill
giving
yourself
you
for
your
our
shit
sakes.
first. Fucking relax.
Order completed. Well done.
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou.
Okay.
You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago.
Sorry,
Long
what?
before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago, that is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from?
Yeah.
Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage. since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky, because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd
At
want
least
to
this
secure it
Deus
for
Ex has
study.
a mechanism in the plot.
So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't. That you're free. That you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I
You're
wanted
very
to share with you.
attached, dead man. That was tender.
As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery.
Oh, good.
That I have a beach after all.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them.
Sam's reaction to that is so good.
Lastly,
he's
I have
proud
a
of
confession
him.
for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam.
Aww.
To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Bye, dead man. He's on his beach.
Sam.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
Guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Okay, bitch. Seen enough trailers to know this is fucked. Okay, let's get back. I don't... You can always do other stuff later. All right. Let's see how fucked up things get.
Hey, Sam. About that message Deadman left for you. I hope you understand that he wanted to tell you all that himself. He didn't want it to come from me or anyone else. Naturally, we respected his wishes. We'll also be carrying on his research in his stead. I'm sure you will, but please take care of that last order he left for you. On another note, you can now use your PCC to construct generators and bridges.
Oh, hell yeah.
Build them along your delivery routes, and you're sure to make a ton of other porters very happy. Trust me. Who knows? They might end up returning the favor someday, too. Also, you can now fabricate tri-cruisers,
Thank
trikes
God.
with 2 front wheels. You'll be able to build, charge, or repair tri-cruisers at any facility with a garage. Like this one. It's a battery-powered vehicle, so if you run out of juice in the wild, you can always construct a generator to recharge it. Just be careful not to run out of battery when you're outside network coverage. You can only use your PCC to build generators or any other structures when you've got a network connection. So without coverage, you'll either have to ditch a dead tri-cruiser or wait forever and a day for the solar panels to recharge it. Once again, thank you for linking up all of Mexico, Sam. Be safe out there, and pay us a visit the next time you're close.
Sam, I just reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. Any data concerning your life on the run has been erased. So once you've taken care of Deadman's final request, you can come straight home. Access the terminal on site for the details. I'll take care of Lou. Just focus on the job.
Deliver the present. Who's present? Okay. Got a long way to go. So, a little gap. Alright, but let's just...
Commencing route creation. This custom cargo container is designed to be attached directly to your chest. The words, "For Lou," are written on it. Tri-cruisers are now available for fabrication.
Nice. Boy to tamper with.
Order accepted. Thank you. Perhaps you should take a break.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care. I will always support you.
Oh, the we're waiting for you from Fragile. You guys are gonna fuck me out here.
Thanks for the help.
Going around better. Low roar. Awesome.
Jibber jabber jibber jabber jabbering, walking towards the light that guides you home. Whisper, whisper, whispering, whispering. Nobody hears us. Nobody knows. If they bothered to see from the cage to bay, nobody cares, nobody knows, but it's just how it goes.
Yeah, sure thing.
It's just how it goes.
Thank you kindly.
Recharge your
It's
batteries.
just how it goes. A waste of breath, a mindless stare. Simply stone to carry your weight into oblivion, deep into the unknown. We had no choice to where we're thrown. To get out, it's the desire. Just to wind up alone.
Really made a bridge.
But it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
My name's Sam.
It's just how it goes. It's just how
Network coverage.
It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. It's just how it
Now entering viral network coverage.
It's just how it goes. Just
Battery charge for a little bit. Just in case something crazy happens. So this is what this area looks like when it's done. Made it.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected.
Oh
Level
no.
5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
Your shelter is under attack.
Okay.
They're in danger. I gotta get back.
Well, fuck.
Who the fuck are these guys?
I'm going around. So I can save my baby. Yeah, this was under the weather effects yesterday. It looks nice now. Yeah, I'm just going around. Doesn't do shit. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can find that. Fucking drones and shit. Oh, I could have just... Am I out? Fucking flying nightmares. This feels more Metal Gear than. The blood too. Let's move back quickly. Baby, no. They're dark. Oh shit. Grey Wolf fucking riding. Is dead. Or he's pretending to die. Dude, who is this Deadpool ass motherfucker? Man, the star of Death Stranding rising here. Fight you, bro. Bro. Kojima! I love you, I missed you.
What was his deal?
PC version, that guy's definitely getting modded. And I wish I had my vehicle. Is it gonna be Ben Starr? I know.
Gunfire detected at your shelter. Destruction of personal database confirmed.
Fuck. Not good. But we're almost ruined. Shit. I've used it for 3 missions. Oh no. The camo's not up. Ooh. What? Look at BB's health gauge. Oh my god. As I'm approaching the stress gauge. Fuck.
Come on.
Did I equip boots? I mean, I doubt I have actual stuff to do. But just in case.
Nobody's home. Maybe outside. She's getting on too far from the shelter. Thanks for the help.
Monobike. Fragile.
What the hell happened? Lou.
Back my baby.
I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
It looks better than the first trailer, and the first trailer looked good.
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Lou like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Ooh, no.
I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Man, this poor dude. He lost his wife and child already. Does that lose? What does this mean? Who died? The fuck?
Sam, what's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you see me? You can't. Because you're dead.
That baby dying. I got an achievement for that. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hi Blitz, sorry, I was locked in. And Woodkid's killing it.
You?
Having a dream? Okay, what's going on here? Oh shoot, I gotta plug in my controller. Yeah, man. Damn, you've had it rough. Okay. You have my ring unit? Nope. Okay, no ring unit. So, we're just doing this again. Lots of BTs. This is probably a dream. BB. Come here, my sweet angel baby. Oh, fuck.
There was no way for the two of us to escape together. Escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Luke out. Just me.
Don't do it, Sam. Wait, did he do it? Sam, when he dies, he can repatriate. You're a little sad, buddy. Doesn't look like glue though. Fragile.
Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know.
Pizza.
Sam, stop hurting yourself. Please.
he's done that many
Give me the
times.
gun. There is nothing left for you here. Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like this. Come take a walk with me. Come meet my crew, Sam.
Alright, we got a ship. A gate crawler.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
1 month later, and he looks rough from all the times he hurt himself. Yeah. Hey. Keep it going. Was it between black and white? Let's find out. Damn, had a hangover. Taking it rough.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait, hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. Lou's with me. You'll see us soon enough.
See, the first bit was just to get us where we were, remind us how to play, and then this is the deconstruction. Now we're in hell. Oh. Poor Sam.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. I value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry.
Wonder who it is. Hartman, maybe?
This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the tar currents. The downside being that we all have to bathe in caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shake your hand.
George Miller.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah, though the computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Who is
Hold
this
on.
cat?
We dive into the tar and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
Well, the problem is not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Well?
So Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not.
Oh,
it is
shit.
an honor, Sam.
Is that a puppet?
What? Puppet? No, no. No, I am alive and my own master.
Wow, the stop
This is
motion.
Dolman. A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it. He used to be a spirit medium.
When I was still
Kojima.
flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty. Oh. You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do.
I wonder what his backstory
Which
can
is
be.
why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Yeah, so we have no idea what's going on with him. This Fragile is different from the other Fragile?
Sam,
No, it's the same one,
we've
just...
arrived.
She had her
In case you're
skin
wondering,
healed.
My hand is traveling through the tar currents.
Damn.
Which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you
Chekhov's
up.
gun.
As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted. We'll be waiting.
Something, man, yeah. Man, our boy is not well.
Trip with Daddy?
What the fuck, man?
Okay, kiddo, let's go.
Fabricate some patches. Yeah, you're looking a little rough. Yeah, you got to get that patchy skin growth. Oh, we can dye hair. He just sprays it black. Okay. Walk across the way to the shower. All right. So when the ship fills up, this is going to be a much more tense situation, I'm sure. I got chiral crystals from the bodily fluids because I'm closer to death. Oh man, poor Lou.
Sam, would you mind if I join you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
You have a choice!
So now we're having Neil flashbacks.
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh?
Hmm.
Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
What's even in that pod?
Do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
Haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going, If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn.
Go to Australia. Was that Lou to begin with?
You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course. But keep moving, Sam. Then, when all is said and done, you can take stock and decide what's next.
Got some of that music. Oh man, look at this. Fuck. And lightning effects. Oh, this game. Let's go to Australia, boys. And then actually in about 25 minutes I gotta... Oh shit.
deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake. Oh. And the big one at that.
Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully.
Even the trail he makes in the sand. Okay. Huh. The same 5. The previous extinction entities. It doesn't quite make sense because the previous extinction entities weren't people. Oh shit. Australia looking ripe.
A strange place if ever I've seen one.
Okay. Oh, we're in between. This is beach territory.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
Oh man. Australia. Here we are. Plate gate. Alright.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again, Sam. The Cairo network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
The patron.
Order completed. Well done.
Australia looking Australian. Go to the bridge. Is the patron Hartman?
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
What insane weird shit is this gonna be?
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie! Oh my god.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face? Very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Whoa. It's a choice? Well, between Hartman and Lockney, but I'm going Lockney.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lockno, we're the same.
Let's look at all of them.
Sam, it's Hartman. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
I'm doing Lockney.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lockno, we're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's Khan now resides within Lucknow. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Okay. Well, then let's do Hartman.
Sam, it's Hartman.
No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in
Okay.
Australia.
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems
God
a little
damn it.
soon, don't you think?
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
The illusion of choice.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
No, you betrayed me.
Tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there?
God damn it.
I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance.
Yeah.
I'd like you to meet the president.
Who the fuck are you?
New president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action.
Oh shit.
This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation
Oh my
responsible for the
god.
operation and
This is so
oversight of
political
APAC,
already.
a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no
Elon.
involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this
5 minutes, I
information,
gotta go start something and
APAS
then
can
I'll
then
wrap this
proceed
story
to
up.
extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we
Unless
will
it
be one
finishes the
step
top.
closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates
What
your
the
concern.
fuck is that weird little thing crawling on it?
Guess so.
Why was there a spider crawling on him?
Tell me, though. Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back
What
you
the
up.
fuck?
You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Poor Sam. Okay.
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
Alright, so this is a good time to stop. So I'm going to. You guys did great. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. But we'll see. I've got to check with family and all that stuff. But if I don't see you, I'll see you next week. Okay, guys. Talk to you soon.